So what were the main takeaways from discussing the salary cap today?
So Andrew Rogers from PRL came in and spoke really openly, did a presentation about the salaries finding, the salary cap in general, and the review that's going to be happening, the Lord Miners review. Obviously, there are a lot of questions around the table, both about that situation, the salary cap more specifically. I think the positive thing to take from it from our point of view is there's going to be really good RPA and player involvement. Moving forward with the review, they actively were searching out the opinions of players on how things can be done better, how things can potentially be simpler and more transparent. And obviously from our point of view, that's really important how we move forward now, and also we'll be there to support the Saracens players individually and collectively as well.
And what were the other kind of main talking points or takeaways from today?
So a big part of our objectives this year is around mental health. We set ourselves a target of really leading the way in mental health and mental well-being in the game. And we looked at the way that we've begun to execute some of that. So the completion of the psychological load survey, which has taken 2 years and has been a really hopefully positive and influential piece of work. And then other things we're putting in place to do with mental health first aid. We've brought in our team talks around the Premiership clubs to give players the time to talk to each other, the space to talk to their peers and to share their tips on mental health and mental well-being. So that was really positive. Simon Kemp then came in from the RFU to present on PRISP, which is our injury surveillance project, which has been running since 2002. We spoke about a number of things. Probably the main one was to do with concussion and the role that players and the game more generally can play in mitigating the risk around that. So we actually then took the decision to add that to our objectives for the rest of the year, to be active within that space and get player opinion and work together to see how we can improve that situation. And then finally, at the end, we got some really positive feedback from Vicky Cornborough, our women's 15s rep, and from both the women's and men's sevens programs, England sevens programs, who we also represent at the RPA. Some really positive feedback about the way that as an organisation we've supported them. The direction of travel certainly in women's 15s is really, really exciting and something we're excited to be a part of. And just reminded everyone around the table of the breadth of what we do here at the RPA and how we look to support and defend all of our members' rights.
And just in terms of next steps then, obviously you've got the next board in May. What are your kind of key objectives from kind of now till then?
There's a lot going on in the game at the moment. We've got a lot of higher level meetings to do with season structure going forward and things around player welfare. Obviously there'll be the salary cap review happening in the next couple of months as well. And then we're looking to drive our welfare initiatives. So mental health, first and foremost, we're looking into training load and having some conversations about best practice in relation to that. And through our reps, we've got great, and our employees here at the RPA, we've got great contact out into the game around the country. So keep our finger on the pulse of what's happening, hopefully, and be there to kind of respond and support our players as we're needed.